Hi guys, my name is Jacob Sutton. This is Stephanie Sutton, my wife. Autumn Drews is actually our Diamond Up leader. She's the one that asked us to make this video, so I just wanted to say hi to everybody that's going to watch this, and we're going to tell you a little bit about what we've done. She actually started in October, and we were watching Autumn's posts, and we know her personally, but we didn't know exactly what It Works was, but I seen a lot of it, and I told my wife one day, I said, hey, why don't you just call her and let's see what we can do, see how we can get started with this, what we have to do, and see what we think of it. So she started October, and then we signed myself up in November. We actually didn't get a distributor for about 2 months. It took us around 2 weeks to actually get our first loyal customer of our own. She got somebody from a place we go a lot, and they were actually the first person to sign up. So we've had a lot of success since then, and you know, it wasn't that easy to get started, but for some people it is. But you just got to keep working at it. The big thing is, you know, our steps to success. You know, charting, doing stuff like that. You just have to try to stick with that pattern, get as many distributors as you can, so your team grows. That's the biggest thing. The biggest thing for us when we started, it was about 3 weeks in. We did an IX Center show. It cost us $635 for this show. It's up in Cleveland, and I said, let's just do it. Let's see how many people we can get in front of and what we're capable of. Let's just go all in and see what we can do.
Sorry guys, my daughter's walking in. We're gonna pause it for a second. Alright, sorry guys, we're back.
So about the IX Center show, like I said, it cost us around $635 to do this. I said, let's just go all in. Let's see how many people we can actually talk to. We actually own another dog training company in North Carolina. We heard one of the franchises did it awesome at this show, and they would never ever skip this show. So I said, let's call this IX Center, see if they have an It Works person. They did not, so we went up there. Hoping and prayer, 3 weeks in, we said, let's see what we can do. We ended up getting about 80 names, and it turned into, I think we have around 20 loyal customers out of that. So, you know, that's what happens. Some people we never even talk to, but that's this business. So, you know, you just got to keep chugging along and try hard every day, because it's crazy how fast this business can change you.
I also have done several craft shows. Since then, a couple, you know, have been very slow, but we've gotten some names out of that, and those have turned into, you know, loyal customers. $20 craft show, $30 craft show, you set it up, you'll learn which ones are worth it. I would never say there's ever really a bad event to do. You just, you want to make sure that you're positive, no matter if it's a really slow event, or if it is slow. You know, I just did one last week, and it was generally a pretty slow one, but I got 18 names out of it, and half of those were probably other vendors that came up to me that were very interested in the products. Some that said, you know, I've been to other events, and, you know, those It Works people really didn't want to talk to me. So I think it's all based on what you want. You have to be personable with people. You know, it's not just about selling. It's about helping somebody with what they need. And we have something for everybody, guys. We have, the wrap is huge. That gets us in the door. It's a one-of-a-kind, first-to-market product that nobody else has. But beyond that, we have vitamins, we have supplements. The greens are so helpful in so many ways to people. You know, the menopausal system, we have, you know, the weight loss system, which I used and I love. So what I'm saying to you is, events are huge. Do them if you can. It gets your face out there. It gets people knowing who you are. I fell into a event at a Brown Mackie College here in Canton. It's free. I go the third Tuesday of every month. I get to set up a table, take my display. I'm right in front of all the students as they get on the elevator. First, this will be the third month that I do it. The first month I did it, I got one loyal customer out of it. It's free. I'm there from 8 to 12. My face is out there. On top of that, I got a bunch of names, and I still follow up with those people. The second month I did it, I got 3 loyal customers. And this month, I'm super excited, because now that we have the It Works system in place, now that we have this $1,000 Ruby bonus, it's huge. And the more you do events, the more you become comfortable with talking about the product. Don't be overwhelmed. We're not doctors. You're not supposed to know everything. That's what your upline is for. That's what the website is for. That's what the back office is for. That's what Google is for. So another thing that I think is a really big thing is the team pages. When you're added to a team page, guys, be present. Look at what your upline is posting. Comment back. That's how you find out about events or things that the company is doing, contests that your upline may be doing. I've personally won, I think, 4 contests, and I've been in since the end of October. And anybody can do that. I didn't know anything about this business until I started, but I have really good upline leaders. You know, Autumn is amazing. Misty is even more amazing because she's been in the business longer. She's a triple diamond. Like, guys, you need to utilize the people on top because they were where you are now. They know what they're talking about. Consistency is key. If you feel like you're posting and no one's liking, no one's responding, nobody's messaging you, you have to understand people have to see something for an average of like 8 to 10 times before they may even, like, it may register on their brain. That doesn't mean they're going to reach out then. That means that they're like, oh, what is this? I've seen this a bunch of times.
That happens to us every day.
All the time. If you post a video, when we post videos, Autumn will tell you this, she'll tell you this all day, every day. If you post a video, you can see how many times that video was viewed. Normally what happens, it's the same thing with your pictures, it just doesn't show you how many times people saw your pictures. We post a video, it'll say 300 views, and you'll get 4 likes and 1 comment. You know what that means? That doesn't mean to be discouraged because only 4 people liked it. That means 300 people are watching you. That means that you need to be positive on your Facebook page. Post a positive post in the morning, every morning. It doesn't matter if you wake up with a headache, you're mad at your husband, you're mad because you stubbed your toe on the bed, you're worried about your bills. Everybody has these things in life. Be positive. Positivity attracts people to you. So positive posts, and be consistent. Post. I don't know if you guys have not watched any of Jade Hooper's videos. She talks about the 3-3 rule. That means 3 business posts a day, 3 personal posts a day on a minimum. Like, you can do that. It's easy. Think about how many times you're on Facebook and you're scrolling through. Get up, post a positive post. And then a little bit later, make a business post. You know, I always post pictures of like me taking my greens or me getting my daughter on the bus, or so blessed that I get to go to breakfast with my husband because, you know, this business allows us to be able to do that. And when I'm at breakfast, I have my It Works shirt on. If you don't have a shirt, you get a Blitz card out and set it on a notebook next to you on the table so the waitress sees it. And then when you check out, if you're comfortable enough, you say, hey, I have this, health and wellness company that I do. It's, I'm going to leave you my business card. Here's a coupon. Just take a look at my website. It's on the back. Or if you don't feel comfortable doing that yet, just leave it with the tip. People will see it. Or they may take it back and set it on the counter and somebody else may see it. You never know who you're helping or who sees what you're doing. I will randomly leave Blitz cards at gas stations on the little boards in the back. I'll randomly leave Blitz cards on the boards at like Dunkin' Donuts. I'll pin my card up with a business card. I will leave it at the grocery store. I'll set it places at the mall. I may just leave it on the table when I get up. Little stuff. I went and got business cards on Vistaprint, like 2,000 of them for like $40 before this IX Center show we did 3 weeks in. I have business cards for days. It's not that, eventually invest in something so that you can hand that stuff out. Have Blitz cards with you. I will randomly, if we have like no appointments or nothing going on, we'll just go to the mall in our It Works stuff, and I will just walk around from store to store and try to bring up conversation or act like I'm shopping. The other day I was acting like I walked into Claire's just to walk in there, and I saw that they had green tank tops on sale, and I was like, ooh, perfect. So went up to the person and I said, I'm looking for lime green stuff. I have a health and wellness company called It Works. Have you ever heard of it? No. I tell them about it. I'm like, I'm looking for cute little headbands and stuff to wear. Automatically you're in conversation. When I checked out and bought this tank top for $2.99, because I can't pass up a deal, and I went with my It Works stuff, I gave her a business card. If you can in that moment, ask them if they're on Facebook. And if they are, then say, hey, let me friend you on Facebook. I'm always, putting information on there. I do giveaways. Now you have a way to follow up with them. I will admit that that's a really hard thing for me to do in the moment a lot of times, is to get their, if you don't get their information, then you don't really have a way to follow back up with them. So if Autumn will tell you that, Devin will tell you that. That's one of the really good things to do. Just nonchalantly say, hey, are you on Facebook? And then friend them right away and make sure that, then now you have a way to communicate after that meeting. something else. When we did the IX Center show, I made up these little forms. I know it's kind of hard to see, but this is very generic. It just says what you need to be able, like what information you need from somebody when you sign up a loyal customer. So it has their name, their address, password, email, phone, date of birth, card number, expiration date. I keep these with me so that if I'm somewhere and I just want to, and I can't do it on my phone real quick, I just fill out that information and I enter it when I get home. If you haven't made your hundreds list yet, guys, like I mean, I have like almost 400 people on this list. Go through your Facebook, go through your cell phone. Even if you're like, okay, I don't really know if I can reach out to these people, it will jog your memory as to who you know, because you can't keep that all in here. You got to get it out of your brain and put it on paper so you can keep track of who you're contacting. When you first start out, you're not going to know how to chart, okay? That's what your upline's for. That's how you promote in this business. Utilize your upline to help you strategically figure out where to put your DTs when that time comes, okay? If you follow the steps to success, which is 4 loyal customers and 3 DTs a month, you will just continue to keep growing, okay? That is why, and that's what the people at the top of the company have done, okay? We have been very successful with this so far. We have probably almost 60 loyal customers. Now, to put that in perspective, we have probably given 23 of those away to be able to promote and make my husband Ruby, and I'm shaped for Ruby, and we're going for that diamond bonus this month. You know what? We're going to get there. And if we don't make diamond this month, we'll get there next month. And we're going to keep working, and we're going to keep working. And our goal is to be triple diamond by the end of this year. I want to be on that stage. I want to be top money earner. My husband was like, wow, you said we were going to be in the top 50. I said, whoa, I didn't say we'd be there by the end of this year. I mean, that would be awesome. It'd be a blessing. It's totally possible. But you got to set goals, because that's how you get places. Autumn and Devin, this is a really good tip. If you're new, organization is key. If you talk to somebody, if you have that hundreds list and you talk to them, have a spot where you can just jot down when you talk to them, because someone may say, hey, I get paid in 2 weeks. Don't be discouraged, but mark that down or put it in your phone and be organized so that you follow up with them. Follow up is huge. They're not going to come to you. They're not going to remember, oh yeah, I wanted those vitamins. When they get paid, they're thinking about, I have to pay my bills and I got this to do with my daughter. Follow up with them. That's what they asked you to do. Make sure you say, okay, hey, great, you get paid on the 29th. I'm going to put you in my calendar and I'm going to follow up with you then. Then they already know you're going to do it.
And if you guys don't call and wait till their next payday, they forgot about you already. Now you became last on their list, because once they talk to you, you're like, well, you were supposed to call me 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And now they think, you're not, they're not important to you now.
So this is an easy way that Autumn told me to do it. This box, like Michael's, Joann's, $2.99. Buy some note cards. I write down everybody's information on a note card, and then I put it in here based on date so that I can keep track of my loyal customers. I took like sticky notes, put them on a note card. It says the 1st through the 30th of the month. If somebody's auto ship is supposed to come out on the 7th, I have them in here on the 4th so that I can follow up with them if I need to, make sure that, it's what they want to order. A lot of people want you to do that. Other people will sign up on their own and you never talk to them again because they just don't want to have contact. They just want to keep getting their hair, skin, and nails, and that's great, but it's always good to reach out. Trying to think if there's any other tips. If you don't have money right now, right off the bat, don't feel like you have to spend tons of money. Don't feel discouraged about, oh my gosh, I don't have this. I can't do a $635 show. That was a really big decision. That was a really big leap that really paid off for us. We'll do it every year, but don't feel like you have to spend all that money. I took a Blitz card, and I took our Blitz card. I took 2 of them. I went to my Office Max. I had it laminated for $1.10, and then I trimmed it down, put a hole punch in it, and I bought a lanyard for $5, and I wore that until I won a contest, in all honesty, and somebody gave me an It Works shirt, and that is what I wore so that people could see my lanyard. It's a Blitz card, guys. It's $1.60, okay? Do whatever you need to do. This is an easy business, but it's also what you're going to get out of it, what you put into it. My husband and I are natural night owls anyway, but we are up every night. I mean, till almost probably 1 in the morning, and they'll always tell you there's no BB in TV. Our TV's on, it's muted, and we are always brainstorming. Hey, let's find this show. Hey, what idea? What post do you think we could post? Something about when people get their taxes back, investing in themselves, and how do you think we can reach out to get, how can we get more DTs? What can we do to make people understand this isn't a pyramid scheme, that this is legit? we are up late, okay? And then our daughter's on the bus. As soon as our daughter gets on the bus, you know, we get her up at 8, and before I even wake her up, I'm making that positive post so that it's there. I do the same thing on Instagram, and I am getting her on the bus, and then we're figuring it out. We're setting up appointments to talk to people. We're messaging people. We are, another good thing, friend new people on Facebook. You don't have to be a creep. You don't have to be a creeper. Like, this isn't like friend them and be like, hey, buy my product. This is go on, find a mutual friends, and then friend mutual friends of your friends so that you have reason to be talking to those people. And then that doesn't mean that you're just cold messaging them. That means you're just messaging them, or you're friending them. They accept your friend request, and then you are now on their radar, and you like their posts. You build relationships. You be consistent. If you post one time every 2 days, nobody's going to see your stuff. For some reason, Facebook has this ridiculous thing where your friend, only about 7% of your friends actually see what you post anyway. So when you feel like you're posting too much, you're not, okay? I don't post 3 times a day. I post probably 12 times a day, and half of them are business posts and half of them are personal posts. Some of my personal posts look like personal posts, but sort of are businessy. Like, on a lunch date with my husband, feel so blessed that I get to be able to do this. That's a personal post, but it's a business post, because we are lucky that we get to do that, guys. There's so much potential in this. If you work a full-time job, get up 10 minutes early and make a post. When you're in the bathroom on your lunch break, or in between, I don't know, appointments or something, make a post. And then in the evening when your kids go to bed, we do most of our business or talking to people between probably 9 and 1 in the morning, because that's when parents are up, kids are in bed, you're sitting there with your glass of wine watching TV, and people are on their Facebook looking around. Make posts, guys. You have to be present and be on people's radars, or they won't know you're even doing it. And first, and lastly, you need to believe in yourself, okay? This isn't going to happen overnight. You're not going to make $100,000 in a month, in month 1, okay? Some people may not make that for a couple years into the business, if ever, but you have to put in the work to get there, okay? Don't be afraid to do that. It took forever I felt like it took forever. Guys, it took me 2 weeks to even get like 1 loyal customer, and my second one was given to me. And then I was like, oh my gosh, nobody's paying attention. What am I going to do? I don't know if I can do this business. We ended up enrolling, I think, 27 loyal customers in my first month. That's really big and completely unexpected, but I put in the work, and that's what we do. We do that every day, and I'm not going to tell you there's not days where I feel discouraged. I mean, to go from I'm not even paid as a Ruby yet to be Diamond by the end of this month, that's my goal. I'll get there. It'll happen. And you have to believe that too. And, if you have any questions, please post them underneath this video. Reach out to your upline. Reach out to Autumn. Sorry if I talk too fast. I hope that this will help you. If you have any other questions about the events or the things that we've done, please ask. We'd love to help you. Do you have anything else you want to add? No?
I think that's it.
Good luck, guys. You're going to do great. Have a good night.